Hey everybody, Grandpa's here. Thanks for tuning in to Grandpa's on Fire. For today we're going to do a little yard bird on the Lone Star Grill. We're going to push this Lone Star Grill out of its comfort zone. Stick around, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Well, did you figure it out yet? Stay tuned. You know, I watch a lot of YouTube. Some people say maybe too much. I watch all these cooking shows and I see these guys with the pit barrel cookers and the ugly drum smokers and even the Weber Smoky Mountains, hanging chicken, hanging ribs over the open charcoal. And I thought, well, I wonder if I can do that in my firebox. So we're going to try that today. The problem's going to be trying to keep the distance from the charcoal to the food and not burn it all up. But I think I've come up with a plan. We're going to try it, and what's the worst thing can happen? We'll have chicken a little bit overdone. But, check it out. I'll show you what my setup is. Alright, so here's the plan. I'm going to open our lid on the firebox. Get this big heavy plate out of the way. Oh my goodness, that thing is heavy. And you saw me earlier cut this rebar and put a flat spot on the ends. And put that in there like that so it doesn't roll around. Of course, we can move that around however we want it. And then we're going to hang our chicken right off of this. I'm going to go ahead and pull this extra shelf out. I don't need that. Get that out of the way. And I don't know if you can see all the way down there or not, but we're going to pull the grate out too. So let me get that taken care of. Let me move the camera so you can see what's going on. Oh, and I'm going to put, I'm real concerned about the paint on my lid, so I'm going to go ahead and put this lid, this griddle, back on top of these. And I think that'll work out just fine. But I'm going to leave that up so we got some light inside the firebox. Alright, so let's get this grate out. What I want to try to do is get this fire down as low as I possibly can. So I do have the ash pan I bought at Lone Star Grillz when I got my grill. I got that because I thought not only would it be convenient for the ash, but it also helps protect this bottom. I mean, I realize it's 1/2 inch thick, but this thing's going to outlast me. But I put that down there, so I'm going to put the charcoal right down on this. Sort of. Let's get this out of the way. I'll show you what I mean. Alright, so now we're down as low as we can possibly go, trying to keep as much distance from the chicken to the charcoal as I possibly can. from what I understand from watching the YouTubes, the whole idea, the concept, is your chicken grease drips down onto the coals, vaporizes, and then that comes back, that fat smoke comes back up and imparts a flavor to the meat, be it chicken ribs or whatever. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm afraid if I try to cover the whole bottom of this pan with charcoal, it's going to be too hot. It's going to be too hot, too close to the bird. So what I did was I went ahead and I picked up one of these, I don't know, I think it's a grill skillet. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put charcoal in this, try to concentrate maybe a couple layers of charcoal, just enough the drippings can come down and hit it. If I have a flare up or something, I can kind of get it out of the way. We'll try and see how that works. I also got a couple pieces of rebar. I'm going to put them down here. Kind of space this skillet up just a little bit so some air can get under it. If that's too much, I'll pull them out and let this sit flat, and maybe that'll help me maintain the heat. So let me get this all set up. We'll be right back. Alright, so here's the setup. I cut up a couple of pieces of cherry. I hope it's not too much, but we'll know here in a little bit. Get it back here where you can see it. Put a couple fire starters down in here. Let's try it out. Alright, I've got my all thread down here to space it out. I'm gonna put this right in the middle, and we'll start it up. And guess we need to go get the chicken. You know, I always forget I've got this. Let's see if we can speed this up a little bit. All right, let's see, we'll give that a few minutes, let it start up, and let me go and get the chicken. We'll get it hung and see if we're still nervous. All right, we've got 2 6-pound chickens here. We're going to spatchcock these real quick. I'm going to keep things simple today. We're just going to cut the backbone out of it. Pat them dry, put a little olive oil on them, put our seasoning, and we're going to truss them up a little bit. I'll show you that when we get to it. Right now we're just going to cut this backbone out. We do this so we can lay this flat and get a more even cook. It's kind of hard to hold on to these when the gloves are kind of slippery. There we go. There's that one. There we go. Now we'll just turn these over. We want to split that breastbone. Over, lean down. There it goes. These are some tough chickens. All right. There we go. And what that'll do, that'll let these lay flat. Get it more even cooked that way. Trim off some of this loose skin, because I think it's just going to burn anyway. It's not too bad. Okay, let me get my hooks. I want these to hang as high as I can get them. So think they're right about there. And put another one right about here. Yeah, put that one in backwards. And I want to be able to reach up inside the rods, hang them. And what I'm thinking is I need to get these legs pulled up here. So I'm afraid these legs hanging down here are just going to burn. So I'm going to, this may defeat the purpose of spatchcocking it. I don't know, we'll find out. I'm going to put a slip knot here. Tie that up. I think I'll just pull that up like this. Kind of help hold that up. Tie whatever kind of knot you can get in there. Everything's kind of greasy, so it's kind of hard, but we'll get it. There. Try that. Just a little slip knot. Pull that up a little tighter. And there we go. We'll see how that works. I think that is going to do pretty good. Let me get this other one. We'll be right back. And there we go. Alright, today we're going to keep it kind of simple. I'm going to use some Kosmos. Getting here light, you can see it. Just put some Dirty Bird on it. There we go. Going to season these up because our main goal today to see if the way we cook it, the process, is going to taste any different than just how we normally would do the chicken, which would be over the grill or smoke it in the slow smoke it. So looks like everything's still pretty wet, so we're not going to worry about a binder today. Not sure how much to put on here because I don't know how much is going to drip off. So we'll put enough on there that maybe if it does drip off, we'll have some left over. You know, it feels pretty good doing a video today. I've been kind of out of circulation for a while. Kind of good to get back up on the horse again. So it's kind of fun to try something new. I guess today we'll find out if this is going to work. But I got pretty high expectations. I think it's going to, Lone Star Grillz is going to do just fine. All right, let's get this chicken put on. Let's see how she's going to go on here. Right over the coals. I hear it sizzling already. And there we go. I'm going to move this over just a little bit. So it doesn't pull apart. There we go. I'll tell you what, let's get a probe in the breast here. See if I can find a spot that doesn't have a, there we go. Do the same thing on this one. Alright. I went ahead and put the an ambient probe here, see if I can keep an eye on the temperatures inside the box. I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but this is all experiment, guys. Oh, one other thing. I'll make sure I don't pinch my probe wires. So we're going to go ahead and lay this down on top. Okay, you see we're loose here. And I've got a little piece of chain that I found in the garage that I straightened out. And I'm going to use the width of this wire. I'm just going to set that right there. So when I close this lid, maybe it's so heavy, maybe it won't destroy my probe wires. There we go. Oh yeah, that worked out perfect. All right, here's looking inside the box. Got a nice bed of coals going right there. Pretty concentrated in one spot. Looks like our chicken's dripping in it. Now you see what I'm talking about by being hanging too close to the fire. So we're going to keep monitoring that real close. So I'm going to try to think like this was a pit barrel cooker and how to regulate that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to close the door. We'll use our damper over here just like you would use the bottom of a Weber Smoky Mountain. And we'll have a little bit of leakage up around the lid, I'm sure, because I put that wire in there for the probes. But I'm going to use the dampers at the very end, like that was at the top of the pit barrel cooker or the top of the Weber Smoky Mountain. So let's close it up and see what kind of ambience we end up with, and take it from there. Alright, it's been about 30 minutes. We hanging around the 200 degree, 210, 200, keeps bouncing back and forth. I've got the door damper all the way open. I ended up closing both stacks off to get the temperature to come up. We just had too much flow through here. So we're going to add some charcoal, see if we can get our temperatures up. I'm going to try to keep it around, I'd like to get up around 325 to 350. So let's see if we can get the temps up. Wasn't really expecting to try to have to fight it to keep it warm enough. I thought we would be fighting to keep it cool. So let's just throw some charcoal on there and see what happens. Hope that's not too much. Alright, well, it's been about 15-20 minutes since we added the charcoal. I ended up closing the one stack, left the other stack open, and I still have the damper on the door all the way open. Temperatures are starting to come up. We're at 279 right at the moment. So hopefully it'll keep climbing and we won't be out here all night waiting for chicken to cook. Alright, it's been 2 hours and 50 minutes. You can see we got one bird is at 168 in the breast and the other one is 156. The firebox temperature, you can see by the dips and spikes that had a rough time trying to keep it between 300 and 250. Some of these deep spikes are from me opening the door and adding charcoal. I've added about 25 briquettes of charcoal 3 times. And I think it's time to thermal pan that first chicken, and let's see if it's done. Before I open the top up, let's check the firebox out, see how it's looking inside. That's what we have. See if we can see the chicken in there. It got a little dark on the ends. I'm sure the thighs and legs are done. But the breasts don't look burned up. flames are licking up there pretty close. But all in all, I think we might pull this off. Who knows? Let's open the top. Put a probe in it. Well, they're not burnt up. We haven't spritzed them, haven't done anything to them. I'm not sure which bird is which. Let's see which one is bird number 1. Let's pull this out. I can go a little longer. That's 155. Oh yeah, the thighs are definitely done. $152. I'm going to give these just a little bit longer. Alright, it looks like our chicken's just about done here. Almost 160 on chicken number 1, and we're at 172.5 on chicken number 2. Fireboxes, I've been struggling with the firebox, trying to keep it between 250 and 300. That's surprising to me. I thought I would really struggle to keep it cool. I was afraid the temperatures want to run away with me, but it's just been the opposite. I guess it's because of the charcoal, and I'm used to using real wood most of the time. So anyway, I think it's time to baste these, and let's put our thermal pan in there, see what they look like. Hey, look what I found in the pantry. Good old Reliable, so we'll just go ahead and use some stubs today. Now let's take a peek in the firebox, see how it's rocking. Not too bad. Let's open her up and see. There we go. Well, it contained pretty well. I've had to add a lot more charcoal to it than I thought I was going to. We're going to flame up now that I got that door open. Chicken don't look too burned up. It's a little dark on the ends there, but got the probes in the breast, and won't know till we cut into it. Going to get these things sauced up. Well, there goes the fireworks. Oh, that ain't no good. There we go. Well, those are looking pretty good. Kind of dark. Maybe I put too much rub on them. Looks like that leg's about to pop the joint there. We'll just put these back on here for just a few minutes, let this barbecue sauce set up. And then I think we need to get in the house and try these out. Trying not to disturb it too much. I'm afraid it's going to fall apart. Yeah, I'd say those thighs and legs are way overdone. I'm looking inside at the meat. Looks like it's still edible. For a first time experiment, I'm thinking that we might pull this off. No, that's not a drive-by. We got kids with firecrackers out already. Thought I'd have this done before that all started. Hey, good news, our string didn't burn up. This side's not looking as bad as the other side did as far as char. I think tying those legs up like that was probably the way to go. If we do this again, maybe we'll hang them sideways and see if there's another way to hang them there to get everything more done at the same time. Generally, your legs and thighs, you need to cook a little bit longer than your breast. I thought hanging them down like that might finish up about the same time. Let's not sell it short before we try it. You know, us cooks, we're our own worst critics. We'll take it in and let the taste tester try it, see what she thinks of it. Alright, we're going to hang these back up and be back in a second. Alright, we'll give that about 10 minutes. See you in the house. Well, there we are. How's that look? Look a little dark. Doesn't appear to be too burned up. A little bit of char on the skin. Looks like the kneecaps popped. But they didn't fall off and burn up. I think we ought to cut in one of these and let's see how that breast come out. Alright, I guess we'll just get right on in here. Pop this wing off. Oh, look at that. That is nice. I tell you, it came out better than I expected. Those are always nice surprises. Not a whole lot of cutting to it. Did pull it apart and it's coming. Still got a little string on that one, but we'll eat around that. What I really want to see is how this breast come out. Ooh, it is hot. Move this out of the way so you can see it. Oh, look at down here. That's good and moist. Skin popped off. Put that on there. I want a little skin with mine. See, I can see moisture in there. Alright, let's see if we can get up here where I'm at. I'll lean down. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, that come out good. Yeah, I ain't done chicken that good in a long time. I gotta tell you, that Kosmo skew, Dirty Bird's good stuff. Let me get you back to the plate. Let's cut some more of this up. Here we go. Yep, that's really nice. Piece of the skin, that's what I like. A little piece of meat with it. Well, there you go. Look at that. Hope you can see that running. All right, let me put this away. Come back for some closing thoughts. Well, who'd have believed it? We hung chicken on the firebox on a Lone Star grill. Kind of pushed it out of its limit, out of its comfort zone. But hey, it still came through like a champ. It's all that chicken, right? So I guess today we did a proof of concept. Probably do some different things next time, but I know I can do this without burning it up. And you know, maybe we'll hang it whole. Maybe we need to hang it sideways or start with more charcoal. I don't know. We'll definitely do this again because the chicken tastes delicious. I got to give a big shout out to Phil and Florence. If y'all haven't seen Phil and Florence's channel, go check him out. I'll leave an iCard up above. I'll leave a link to his channel down below. But Phil does a lot of chicken, and it always looks amazing. I don't know if he's got a special chicken lens or chicken filter for his camera, but his stuff looks gorgeous every time. And Phil, you inspired me to try this. I hope I did you proud, buddy. And I also hope I got you guys to thinking, maybe you get out and push your equipment out of its comfort zone a little bit. Push it to the limit, see what it'll do. I've told people in my comments I have no desire to collect a bunch of grills and pits, mainly because I don't have room. But my intention is to exploit my smoker as much as I possibly can. So expect more videos like this in the future. If that's what you want to see, leave a comment down below, and I'll try to follow through some. I don't think anything's going to be too crazy for me to try. What's the worst we can do? Burn up a piece of meat. Hey, if you like what you've seen today, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, why not? We should appreciate it if you wanted to do that. So appreciate you tuning in to Grumpus on Fire. I'm Grumpus. We'll see you next time.